Evening, madman. On a weirdly wet, and this is where the post is going, warm Sunday night in Grimsby. 2 days ago it was fucking Baltic. Yesterday was windy as fuck, and today we went from 5 degrees yesterday morning to 16 at about 2 o'clock this morning when we had to do a favour, right? On top of all the weird shit that's going on in the country and in the world at the minute, you know, like all these fucking suspicious packages, the threat of a nuclear war, Keir Starmer being a cunt and just totally ignoring everybody, a petition that's got over 500,000 signatures to demand a snap election because he's screwed us in the ground. And then we get a day like today. After yesterday was fucking freezing. Don't get me wrong, today's not nice. You can see, it's raining, it's drizzly, it's miserable. We've had, like I said yesterday, we've had over four or five suspicious packages, because there was one in Chester I didn't know about. We've had a stabbing on Westminster Bridge today, which I haven't really looked into, so I'm not going to over-mention it because I haven't looked into it yet. And then we've got this. Anybody my age, I'm 51, born in 73, right? But, excuse me, sorry, clog. We grew up with 4 seasons. Sort of November to March was winter. March to end of May was spring. End of May till, say, late August was summer, and then from late August through to the beginning again was autumn, fall, if you're listening from America, I don't know, right? Now we just have one long fucking year, and there's all the jokes about chemtrails, well, not jokes, there's serious comments about chemtrails. In fact, there was a thing in Saudi or something about April time, I think, where they did this weather thing. They sent some planes into the sky to change the weather, but what they hadn't done was change their drainage system. So these planes went up, caused this downpour, and it flooded. And it was a big thing, but it wasn't a big thing because it was a government-controlled experiment, just like what they're having all over the place at the minute. Now, I don't even know where or why this post, why I'm doing this video. All I think is I can't understand why yesterday we had temperatures of 3 degrees, felt like -5. Today we've got temperatures of 16, feels like 14. Right? That's not right. Not in November. The amount of snow we've had across the UK. No, don't get me wrong. If you're watching in America, right, our weather's now compared to yours, how it goes. Right? But for here, this isn't right, this isn't normal. There's many things that are dead wrong. And I don't know if it all goes in with what I've said recently about something bigger to come. I'm not going to conspiracy theory here and say, he's got a teetotal on his head, so he's one of those. I'm not going to conspiracy theory it and say it's a plot or a ploy. Well, something's not right. Somebody said to me the other day, why do I do these posts? Am I a political commentator? No, I've got no qualifications to be a political commentator. I turn around and said what I am is a conscientious observer. And I feel things. Not, I know, some people might dig into it and make it worse, but I feel things, I see things that other people don't. I'm not political. I never will claim to be. I don't understand enough about politics to be a political commentator. What I do know and what I do feel is I live day to day, right? And I feel and see what's going on. Things that aren't being said. And there's something massively not being said. I said the other day about not misinformation, but missing information. Something deadly strange is happening in our country. I'm presuming by some of the things I've seen, it's happening across the world, across the Western world. That would be presumptuous. What is perceived to be the civilized world? There's a lot going on that isn't explained or is unexplainable. Now I don't know whether it's Islamist, whether it's a Russian, whether it's an anti-person, anti-people thing, whether it's this one world government that I keep going on about. I'm coining that, actually. I coined that, but that's just a joke, by the way. I'm not Pontus. But there's something massive. There's a massive change of thought, and I don't know what it is, but I feel it. And I think a lot of other people feel it. And I think with some of the things that are happening lately, it's becoming more and more recognisable. And through it all, we're being gaslighted. Another new buzzword this year. We're being gaslighted by our governments across the Western world. We're being gaslighted by our mainstream medias. The likes of, I have said the BBC, but the likes of Sly New. Everybody's coming up with, every time there's a thing, every time there's a knife in, every time there's a thing, every time there's an agenda or something, it's quickly put to bed. It was a one-off. It was a one-off. It was a mental health thing. It was trust me, I've got mental illness. Can't say that I've wanted to run into a dance studio and stab a bunch of kids, or blow up a concert that's got a teeny boppy like Ariana Grande, or anything like that. I've got several, right, as you probably could tell, but I've never wanted to do one of those things. That's an excuse. It's a cop out. You're not being told what about the Edinburgh beheading. These past 4 suspicious explosives, they've been swept under the table. The Southport thing, right? They're now looking at getting rid of it, like I said the other day, because the coverage on social media and whatever will not allow him to have a fair trial. What's not fair about the fact that he went to a dance studio, stabbed up 11 people, killed 3 children, injured 8 others, minimum, and then was found to have terrorist material at home? That's cut and dried. Like I say, it's not about disinformation. It's not about misinformation. Right now, the biggest problem we've got is missing information. From the top to the bottom. From the governments, from the mainstream or lamestream media, even from some of the right media. Everybody's being shut down. Look at things like, why has nobody approached the parents of the victims in Southport? Why are they not making waves? I know apparently the school that Kabunu or whatever his name was went to has turned around, and the kids' school in Southport have said, look, don't ask us, we can't say. That in itself says a hell of a lot to me. I don't know, people. I don't know. No, literally, I'm kind of out of words, out of gas, out of context. I don't know. If anybody can help me out, please do. As always, right? Please go ahead. Stay safe. Stay proud. Stay loud. Be proud. Look after your next door neighbours. Look after each other. If we don't look after each other, if we don't look after ourselves, nobody else is going to. Fucking win. Jelly's fucking. If we don't look after each other, nobody else is going to. Because the government sure won't. That petition might have hit 500,000, but Keir Starmer don't give a flying fuck. He's got his own little agenda. This one world government. Just take care. Look after each other, yeah? Stay proud, stay loud, and stay safe. Peace.